Alrighty, so we should now be live on YouTube. We have ourselves one heck of a tornado outbreak on the cards for today, guys. We currently have a strong tornado that just impacted the area of Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. We are measuring debris with this tornado tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere here, and if we take a look at the velocities, we can see very tight and very strong, indicative of a very large and potentially destructive tornado on the ground approaching Ronesboro and Rosewood, Texas. So if you're in this area, you need to seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows and in an interior room. This is not the first significant tornado that we've had today. It's not even close. We had a very impactful and potentially violent tornado hit the town of Clarksville, Texas. Now, you may actually recognize that name because Clarksville, Texas was hit just over 2 years ago by another violent EF4 tornado. And again, it had a similar situation today where, again, just an extremely impactful tornado moved through the downtown area of Clarksville with a gigantic debris signature, guys. You got to understand, whenever we're measuring debris in the atmosphere this far away from radar, a signature like this pops up maybe once every few months. This is not something that we see too often. And again, you have to understand that this was before it even hit the downtown area of Clarksville. So again, a very large tornado, debris measured about 30,000 feet up into the atmosphere potentially. And again, just a very significant situation. We have reports of people trapped in homes and everything. It is not good. So if you know anybody out here in Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, whatever, make sure to send them this stream and let them know what's going on. We do have a report of a house destroyed from southwest of Clarksville, Texas, whenever the tornado was at its strongest point. And again, we likely still have a tornado on the ground here near the Ronesboro area, and this is now a PDS tornado in Texas. So if you're in this area, you need to run to your safe spot. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Again, this is a radar-confirmed, large, and destructive tornado on the ground here, guys. So again, you need to make sure that you are getting into that tornado safe spot, preferably underground or in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. If you're traveling in this area, you need to get off and find a more substantial shelter, because this is not the kind of tornado that you want to play around with here, guys. This is a life-threatening and potentially very damaging tornado on the ground here. So again, you need to be taking all actions possible to protect your life and your property in this situation. So again, I'm going to go ahead and get stream chat pulled up here. Thank you all for joining me. Again, I tried to go live earlier, but OBS is just not working with me today. It's just been one of those evenings. But we are here now, and that's all that matters. So again, if you are in this area, you need to be running, not walking to your safe spot. Again, another very significant tornado outbreak on the cards for today, with a 4 out of 5 moderate risk of severe weather being in place from sections of southeastern Missouri all the way back into northeastern sections of Texas. And we are in the very early stages of this very significant tornado outbreak, and we've already seen multiple PDS tornadoes. Again, the Clarksville, Texas tornado it was very concerning, guys. I really thought I was going to go tornado emergency. I couldn't go live for it, unfortunately, because I was not home yet, but it was very significant. And again, we've got another potentially very large tornado on the ground here east of Holly Lake Ranch. And this is going to be approaching Gilmer and Pittsburgh down the line. So give me just a second here. I'm going to share this stream with as many people as possible. And again, I encourage you guys to do the same. Okay, so again, how's everybody doing today? Let me know where y'all are tuning in from. Just got a couple more things to do before we really get going here, because again, I tried to set this all up before the stream, but it was just not working out in any way, shape, or form. OBS kept crashing. Again, it's just been one of those days. I mean, there's not a whole lot that you can do about it other than move past it and do the best coverage that we can here. So how is Waco, Texas looking? Waco, Texas is going to be fine at this point. The threat has passed the Waco area. Waco, Texas is going to be A-okay. We are very concerned about areas off to your northeast, though. And again, I think that this outbreak here is going to be quite impactful for sections of Arkansas and especially up there into the Boot Hill of Missouri, actually. It looks like a couple of very significant to, again, potentially even violent tornadoes could be possible today. Is Warnview back? Are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap, if it is, this is the best day ever. Is it Warnview 2.0 or is the OG back? Give me just a second. Dang it. It's doing the stupid thing where it's not going to let me change the anything on the OBS layout. Again, it's been quite a day, guys. Let's just put it that way. But again, we're here now. If somebody could write me a little chat message, just talking about keeping the chat respectful, and then mention, donations are optional but greatly appreciated, that would be so helpful right now, because, again, I would do it myself, but this is a very significant and active situation that we need to be covering. Again, I can't even full screen the Chase reviews, so sorry about that, guys, but this is not the only area where we do have a tornado warning ongoing right now. We do have a few back up into the Arklatex area. This specific one that I'm watching is actually closer to the DeKalb region. You can see that we have some pretty impressive rotation there, just off to the northwest of DeKalb near Pine Springs, Texas. So if you're in this area, you need to make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately. I'm also quite concerned about some of these tornado warnings up here into southeastern portions of Oklahoma. Would not be surprised to see a brief tornado with one or two of these. And again, just the worst radar coverage of all time out here in this area, which is what led to so much of the uncertainty about the Idabel tornado and the specifics with it a few years back. But anyway, we do now have quite a few thousand customers without power there in the county that this tornado just impacted. I'm going to go ahead and try and bring that up right now. But yeah, hold on. I got to do something really quickly. Okay, how's it going, Alan? So again, thank you all for tuning in. Again, a very active stream ahead here. Again, I wish I could have gone live earlier, guys, but unfortunately it was just not an option. We have a very significant tornado on the ground. Thank you, Mr. Twister. I actually appreciate that so much. But a very significant tornado is currently on the ground east of Holly Lake Ranch. So if you are in this area, again, you need to be running to your safe spot. This is a PDS, that stands for Particularly Dangerous Situation Tornado Warning. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is on the ground west of Gilmer, again, over the Rosewood area, and this is going to be continuing to push east here as we speak. So areas like Enon and Delrose, get ready for impact. I know we don't see a debris signature, but you have to remember, we are looking tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere here, so the fact that we did see a debris signature very briefly even is very concerning, and again, it basically confirms our suspicion that this could be a very strong and potentially very devastating tornado here west of Gilmer. So again, anybody in this area needs to make sure that they're seeking shelter. I will say some of our storms back into portions of Arkansas are likely going to start rotating here pretty soon. We've got pretty much fully developed discrete supercells. The one north of Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, there certainly could go tornado warn here within the next 10 to 15 minutes. We got that tightening rotation. So if you're in Perryville or Bigelo, make sure that you are ready to seek shelter there if necessary. Our severe thunderstorm warning up to the north for the Worcester area is also has some pretty decent rotation with that supercell there, just to the south of the Plumerville area. So again, make sure that you are prepared to seek shelter out here in this area. Again, make sure you're moving doors at the very least. And then again, we also have our supercell up to the north here near the Marshall area that has some pretty impressive rotation as well, but it's not necessarily as discrete of a supercell. Storm under media, just above my head there, they are on this storm near the Walnut Ridge area, and I would not be shocked to see these storms intensify quite a bit further here pretty shortly for a few reasons. Number one, they're discrete, obviously, which is going to help a lot. Number two, this is arguably the most stacked environment of the entire day for a significant tornado threat. While the Storm Prediction Center has the moderate risk going back down through sections of the Arklatex region, NATOcast, the AI forecasting tool, actually has a 30% hatched risk for significant tornadoes in play for sections of southeastern Missouri and far southern Illinois. So quite a bit of disagreements between the SPC and NATOcast between which area is going to end up seeing the most significant severe weather threat for today. But again, all areas need to remain alert because we have a long day ahead for everybody. Even if you don't end up seeing a tornado today, you are getting some thunderstorms, potentially some severe ones, especially if you are in those red or orange shaded regions. Even the yellow or dark greens, very significant stuff. Another thing, this day marks the peak of our flash flooding threat for this major flash flooding event that we've been tracking now for days. Across portions of the mid-Mississippi Valley. A high risk, a 4 out of 4 on the excessive rainfall scale, has been put in place for sections of Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, far southeast Oklahoma, and a little sliver of Texas there. Again, turn around, don't drown. When encountering flooded roadways, we are going to see so many different severe thunderstorms producing very heavy rainfall. leading to significant and potentially catastrophic flash flooding across portions of the Missouri and Mississippi valleys there. And then tomorrow, we've got another high risk for basically the same exact areas, although this one is shifted a little bit further off to the east. And then on day 3 here, guys, we've got ourselves another slight risk for Sunday for sections of the southeast quadrant. So, again, a very significant flash flooding event has been ongoing for the past few days, and it's going to continue here as more and more severe thunderstorms sweep through. Again, we're still awaiting reports from the Clarksville, Texas area, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, whatever we end up seeing is likely not going to be good, because that was a very significant tornado and a very devastating tornado that hit downtown Clarksville. So we're waiting for reports to come out of damage. All the chasers are on this new storm here, so they're not quite engaged on the damage left behind in the Clarksville area. But as soon as we're able to find some of that on Twitter, we are going to let you guys know. Again, I'm going to have my eyes open here for any sort of reports. Again, if you do have a report from a reliable source of significant damage, let me know. Again, so far, we have a report of a home destroyed, not a home damaged, not a home, messed around with, a home destroyed. Again, this was briefly a wedge tornado that was on the ground as it was southwest of Clarksville, so nothing to play around with. Could you tell me if the pop-ups in central Kentucky are going to bust? I can't tell you if they're going to, produce tornadoes or not, certainly, but what I can tell you is that there's quite a good chance, all right? We've got ourselves so many discrete supercells out here in central Kentucky and eastern Kentucky right now, and while these aren't currently producing tornadoes, and none of them even have too impressive rotation, remember, this environment is quite favorable for those supercells to grow and potentially, develop some of that rotation, potentially produce tornadoes. I mean, look at this, guys. We've got a significant supercell rotating there just off to the west of Campbellsville, Kentucky. So if you're in Kentucky here, make sure that you are weather aware and you have multiple ways to receive alerts. Again, I can tell you, even if the tornado threat busts, the flooding threat will not. Again, a significant flash flooding event ongoing in Kentucky, especially western Kentucky there. We've already got, PDS flash flood warnings and everything. Not PDS, but considerable tag flash flood warnings going out for western Kentucky. And again, eventually that will likely spread across the entirety of the state. We do have a line of storms back up here into portions of east central Illinois right now, likely producing some damaging winds there near the Taylorville area. And eventually I am going to stop and get some footage for some of those, because obviously I'm up here in east central Illinois, if you don't know. But looking like some pretty intense damaging winds and quite a bit of lightning with these storms as well, so that could be a sign of intensification. Wouldn't be shocked to see these receive a severe thunderstorm warning or at least a special weather statement soon. So anyway, back down to our PDS tornado warning in Texas. Again, this is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground, likely now northwest of Gilmer. Again, very significant situation ongoing. Again, this went near the Holly Lake Ranch area. We do have thousands of customers without power there, it looks like. Let's actually turn off the tornado watch boxes so we can see that more specifically. Yeah. So we've got over 4,000 customers already in Wood County without power. So that was a very significant tornado. Again, that likely caused some significant damage there in the Holly Lake Ranch area. So again, we're going to await for more reports to come out of this area. We're still waiting for stuff to come out of Clarksville. Oh my gosh, that was a horrible voice crack. We're still waiting for stuff to come out of Clarksville, because again, that really just happened in Clarksville within the last couple of hours. So we don't know too much about the situation yet. Again, there's reports of homes destroyed, but that can mean a lot of different things whenever it's just coming from the general public. So we have to really wait and see what we're getting from the ground there, from those chasers and from those emergency managers. So it is worth noting a tornado watch is in effect from sections of east central Texas all the way back in through portions of western Kentucky there until I believe 8 p.m. tonight. Never mind, that would be about 10 p.m. So again, if you're in this area, you're going to have that chance to see a couple of tornadoes today. And again, back here into sections of the mid-south, a couple of strong tornadoes, potentially violent tornadoes, certainly can't be ruled out. I know a moderate risk doesn't feel like anything crazy just because they've been happening so often lately, and we've even been getting high risks lately, but a moderate risk of severe weather is still something that we usually end up seeing very destructive tornadoes with, or a widespread damaging wind event with. Also, just as I mentioned there, our line of storms back up into central Illinois did just receive a special weather statement for Shelbyville and Assumption. So if you're in this area, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately. These are currently warned for damaging wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. So again, would not be shocked to see these receive a severe thunderstorm warning if they do intensify further. But if you're in this area, make sure that you are moving indoors. These are also going to rack up the rain totals here quite a bit. We already do have several inches of rain on the ground from yesterday's event in portions of Illinois. And today's line of storms has already brought a few inches of rain back into areas like the St. Louis metro, even, closer to half a foot of rain west of St. Louis. So very significant flooding event, even, getting back into portions of the Midwest there. It's not just a Tennessee/Ohio Valley thing. So anyway, the thing that is likely killing our rotation here with our PDS tornado warning is a lot of destructive little cell mergers here popped out. We can't guarantee that this storm isn't going to recycle something again, so it's best precaution to stay in your safe spot if you are in Gilmer or Lone Star, Texas, because we also have no idea what's going on here on the surface, because this is a heavily rain-wrapped tornado, so there's a really good chance that this tornado is still on the ground and it's still doing significant damage. So if you're in this area, you need to be in your safe spot. I shouldn't be muted. Somebody else let me know if I'm muted. I don't think I am. Do I think it could get downgraded for the Fort Smith area? Wait, that is the Fort Smith area, if I'm correct, right? Hold on. Let's check out Franklin County, Arkansas. So once these storms make their way past, you're certainly going to get downgraded here at the next SBC Outlook, which comes out at 8 p.m. Central. The environment out to the west here is not very discreet in any way, so that's kind of what killed our tornado threat out here. It's mainly just a rain and wind bag, but I think by the next SPC update, you're definitely going to be outside of that moderate risk of severe weather. You may not even be in a risk at all, because again, a lot of our discrete supercells are far off to the east of this area. So, again, you were kind of just on the edge of the moderate risk there. Some damaging winds certainly can't still be ruled out, but for the most part, you're good. Yeah, I understand that, Lynn's Reynolds. So, again, a PDS tornado warning remains in effect for several counties in northeastern Texas here, including the Gilmore area, for the next 29 minutes. So if you're in this area, you need to remain in your safe spot. Very impressive loss decouplet there on the radar. We also did just get a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that is going out for sections of Arkansas for those discrete supercells that we mentioned near the Little Rock area. If you're in this area, you need to make sure that you're moving indoors immediately. Again, we got some broad rotation developing there south of Perryville, and then our storm up to the north here underwent a couple of destructive mergers. That's kind of killing our rotation briefly, but we certainly can't guarantee that that's not going to redevelop. So areas down the line like Batesville and Mountain View need to be on the lookout. Now, our supercell here that Storm Chaser, Storm Under Media is on right now, they are currently getting a pretty crazy view of a shelf cloud there. Again, beautiful storm structure on that stream. Wow. Look at that, guys. Again, they have given us permission to use their feed for this live stream. So, again, look at that. That is incredible.
That was awesome. Well, I mean, the difference was last night.
Again, look at how low-hanging those clouds are. Anyway, new radar scan there. Still got that rotation likely associated with our storm approaching Perryville. Going back to Texas, again, even just based off of the reflectivity presentation, you can tell that this is a crazy intense area of rotation here. Again, this is reflectivity, but you can see that hook echo very clearly, which whenever we're this far away from a radar site is concerning. You can also tell that this storm is chucking out lightning every single second, pretty much. This is an unbelievably electrified storm, so if you are in this area, I cannot stress this enough, you need to be in your safe spot in Lone Star, Pittsburgh, and Rocky Mound, because this certainly could produce another very destructive tornado if our PDS tornado with it isn't still on the ground, which it certainly could be. Again, and we're not likely going to know because it is going to be incredibly rain-wrapped. So, again, thank you all for joining me here this afternoon. The time is now 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern, and we have been live for about 20 minutes now. We are watching this intense, likely still a tornado on the ground here northwest of Gilmer, Texas. We're going to wait for this next velocity scan here. Again, we have had an unbelievably active stretch of weather over the past few days, obviously, and I don't think that we're done. So, again, we're going to be live here for quite a few more days in a row on this channel. And I'd like to say this is not your typical early April, late March pattern, okay? This is a very active one. Tomorrow, another 10% hatched risk for tornadoes in place there for sections of the lower Mississippi Valley. That includes Greenville, Mississippi, Shreveport, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana. Areas like Rolling Fork, Mississippi would be just outside of that, but I'll be honest with you. Actually, you are just barely included in that there. So Lake Providence, Louisiana, Natchez, Mississippi, Alexandria. And then we've also got ourselves a slight risk of severe weather for Sunday for the remnants of this event. I think this is probably just going to be a big windbag, but you definitely can't rule out an isolated tornado there across sections of Alabama or especially southwestern Georgia there, I'd say. So if you're in those areas, make sure that you are prepared over the next few days for the threat of more significant severe thunderstorms. What's up, Tahani? A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued as well for the storm that Storm Media is currently on for Pocahontas, Arkansas. It does have the tornado possible tag on it. Again, it's entering an area where we are going to have no idea if it's rotating or not. It's already got pretty bad radar coverage, but it's about to get even worse here. Again, we're already 100 miles away from this severe thunderstorm here. So our tornado warning, our PDS tornado warning continues for Gilmer, Texas. Again, very strong area rotation just northwest Gilmer downtown. Again, that's going to be crossing Highway 271 over the next 5 minutes or so. Again, this has a history of producing a very large and damaging tornado near Holly Lake Ranch that has left thousands of customers without power. Again, we're still awaiting reports from Clarksville, but at the minute, don't have anything. So that rotation there, again, still definitely, you can see it's intact. Again, it looks very broad, but that's just because we're very far away from the radar site. Again, I'm awaiting the latest for news from Clarksville. Keep refreshing Twitter here. The damage analysis has this likely being an EF4 plus tornado, but I wouldn't buy into that too much. It wouldn't shock me if this got rated EF4, but again, we have no reports of damage yet, so it's kind of hard to say. Okay. Again, this is Clarksville, Texas, not Clarksville, Tennessee. Some people have been reporting this as a significant tornado near Clarksville, Tennessee, which is bad because that is another area that was under the gun today for a tornado threat. Allen with the $2 dono. These southern states are being hit hard. They certainly are. Arkansas especially has not gotten a break. Arkansas is likely going to end up being the most active state by the end of the year, and we're saying that with confidence in early April. So, again, just unbelievable devastation in Arkansas. Again, we already have had dozens of fatalities from Arkansas alone over the past few weeks, so very sad stuff, but I really do appreciate that $2 donation, Allen. Everybody spam up those W. Allens in the chat. The GOAT is back once again. W. Allen down below. He's always here. He's always supportive. He's always amazing. Holy crap! Allen with the $75 donation through PayPal. Everybody, spam up those W. Allens. Oh my goodness. Allen, bro, you did not have to do that. Allen is the GOAT, folks. Everybody spam up those W. Allens. I mean that in the most sincere way possible. Allen is the most supportive and unbelievably amazing person that I think we've ever seen on one of our streams. Again, Allen, I love you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Again, that is so awesome. You did not have to do that, but I really do appreciate it. All right, calm down. Calm down. Okay. Anyway, in all seriousness, Allen, thank you so much. That is incredible. Glad to support the community. Dude, you are too awesome. Thank you so much. Dude, that is insane. Again, thank you so much, Allen. Okay, the W's are done. There's nothing wrong with the W's, it's just there are 4 too many right now. But thank you so much, Allen. That's insane. You're incredible, bro. Again, we love Allen here. If you don't know, he tunes in pretty much every stream, and he always drops, like, the craziest donos, so thank you so much. Do I think the enhanced risk could be extended to Ruth, Mississippi? I assume you're talking about for tomorrow. It is certainly possible. However, best storm mode looks to be quite a ways off to your north, and I really think you're going to be dealing with mainly just a wind threat. So we'll see, but as of right now, I would bet probably not. I know you're out there in the Tylertown area. You were under that tornado emergency. Well, I will tell you this. We have had a confirmed tornado every day for the past week, which is not something that happens all the time, even for spring. So, it is unbelievable. It really is. We had 30 tornado warnings at one time the other day. By the way, one of our central Arkansas storms that we've been mentioning for a while now has a brand new tornado warning with it. This is going out for Clinton. We actually have multiple areas of rotation here, but the more significant one just near the Cleveland area right now. So if you are included in this tornado warning, seek shelter immediately. Got some definite rotation there. Again, a little supercell off to the north also has some rotation with it approaching Clinton. So everybody in this tornado warning polygon, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. I'm going to call up the boys because I think Jesse said... I know Jesse's live, but I think he wants to call. Probably should have called on Discord. I'm sure we'll switch it to that in 5 minutes, but... we'll ring him up, see if he can join.
Hey, yo.
Jesse.
What's up?
Can you say W. Allen for me?
Alan Crow with the $75 dono. Yo. You're a great man, dude.
Allen is so goated, bro, I swear.
Alan's him. Chat, can you guys hear Davis good?
Do you want to switch this to Discord?
Yes, please. Thank y'all.
Alright. Again, guys, I would full screen the chasers, but the OBS layout is... I can't mess with it for some reason. It does this all the time, and it's annoying as crap. Like, I can move it around, but I can't delete or add things or mess with stuff in particular, so... Alright, we're going to join this call here. Alrighty. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Have a good night, Leon. Thanks for joining my stream, dude. Good luck at school tomorrow, dude. Yeah, for sure, Pete, for sure.
Dude, we've got state testing coming up. It is right after this active stretch of weather's over. I'm going to be dealing with state testing. This has literally been the most chaotic few weeks of my life.
Yeah, I'm so tired after all these streams that I've been doing.
Yeah.
And I was out late tonight for my birthday.
I didn't even go live yesterday, which I think that's probably the biggest event that I didn't go live for of all time.
Yeah, that makes sense. You go live for literally everything. I was surprised when you didn't go live.
I just knew that we have so much more to go through, and honestly, it looked like that was going to be the least active day of the stretch, so I just figured if I'm going to have to take a break day at some point, might as well make it yesterday, so I did.
For real.
Dang, that
D1
sucks,
break
Sam.
day.
Hope you get better.
I don't know if you saw, but new tornado warning here for Clinton here in north central Arkansas, so make sure you guys are in your safe spots. Pretty concerning rotation, actually, on that one.
And I actually think we're going to see a lot more tornado warnings come out here for Arkansas shortly. There is a lot of discrete activity trying to get going in, like, southwestern Arkansas in particular, and it's finally getting its act together. So I would be pretty shocked if Arkansas didn't start popping off here within the next hour or so.
Oh my gosh, it is Friday. You're right, Leon. A new tornado warning. They just extended that one, or it's actually for a different cell. That's kind of congealed with that one, but this includes Mountain View and Leslie here in north central Arkansas. You guys need to be in your safe spots. Our rotation on this one's just to the west of Clinton. Davis Williams says hi. Sorry.
What's up, William? How's it going?
Williams a goat.
But yeah, if you are in this area here, again, this includes pretty rural sections in north central Arkansas here, but it does include areas like Old Lexington, Half Moon, and Crabtree. You need to be getting underground if possible. If not, get on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, not a mobile home. Get away from windows into an interior room. Again, we still have this PDS tornado warning in Texas. I would be pretty surprised if this tornado is still on the ground, but it could spin up so quickly. And again, if it does, we're not going to know because it's going to be entirely rain wrapped. So if you guys are out here in Lone Star or Pittsburgh, you need to be in your safe spot. And again, no matter what, this is going to lead to an extreme flooding threat here in the Arklatex area. So, again, at this point, probably going to shift our focus to Arkansas here pretty soon. Our main focus, anyway.
Yep, our blips are starting to kind of get going. They're very mature now. Dude, that cell that Freddy's on, I don't know if you've been watching a stream, dude. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well,
William. Sorry.
Storm Hunter
I was
Media
I
has
forgot
a
about
really
that.
crazy view as well.
Saying that's the Conway Storm.
They've got a beautiful, holy crap. Wow. They see that leading edge of the storms there.
Dude, I had that tornado like right as a touchdown, like about 10 minutes before the National Weather Service confirmed it.
That's crazy. W Jesse.
I don't know how I saw that.
But yeah, still quite strong. However, broad rotation approaching Lone Star, Texas. But if you're in this area, you need to be in your safe spot.
Dude, my warnings sounds are still not working, and I'm
Yeah,
angry.
it's Omega just is not great with that overall, just in general. But anyway,
It almost looked like an art painting. For real, William. Good eye. I gotta go to a football match in the UK. Yeah, soccer. Okay. Good night, dude. Good luck at your soccer game. I don't know if you're just watching or playing, but good luck, dude. Or your football game, I guess, because you're from the UK.
it's crazy.
Let's see what PA Storm Trackers is looking at. They might have a better view on this as of now. Interact with it. Oh, dang, it's still... No, it's not caught up. Okay. I was like... Nope, they do not.
Again, we're still awaiting reports from the Clarksville area. The only thing we've seen, or the only thing we've heard about so far is that there is a destroyed home. So, we really got to see here what's
Omega may have to
going
add.
on.
For real, William, yeah. They got a lot to work on, but I can't hate on them because I would not be able to run anything this crazy. Wow, that Clarksville, I'm seeing pictures of it right now. That was in a big time tornado. Wow.
Yeah, it was briefly a wedge, and again, it measured debris close to 30,000 feet up into the atmosphere.
That's insane.
And again, there's a lot of reports going out around saying that was Clarksville, Tennessee. That was not. That was Texas, guys.
Dominic, some chasers haven't, but the chasers on that Lake City tornado, we had a few chasers on that. They had some luck with that. Just seeing that, but that was again, that was a very devastating and sad tornado to see go through that area. They do, William. They do. It's like our Clinton super, so is gonna get hit by some mergers here.
Yeah, I know you would have, AJ. We did just get a new tornado warning for sections of southeastern Oklahoma and southwest Arkansas. This is an extension for our very interesting area rotation near DeQueen. Again, we don't have a great look at it because the radar coverage out here is terrible, but this is going to be crossing Highway 5971 here shortly, so if you're in this area, you need to be in your safe spot.
What is up, random Texan guy? Welcome in.
And again, some of these Arkansas storms here starting to look a little more concerning. Again, I would not sleep on these southwestern Arkansas developing supercells here because they are in such a baby stage of their life, but some of them are already developing rotation near hot springs. So, quite concerned about those.
And it's already, honestly, some pretty concerning rotation.
Yeah.
That early in this lap is crazy. I want to see what the storm that Freddy and them are on looks like from like a closer radar. It's in a
Yeah.
really bad radar spot right now. It's like it's developing some crazy rotation. Wow, they're all dropping off of that one, heading towards Clinton, I think. At least Freddy is.
So again, some of our thunderstorms here in Illinois right now sub-severe, but this line is continuing to develop further as it approaches the Effingham area again. So at some point I will have to stop and get some footage. But again, the biggest thing here for Illinois and the entirety of the Midwest is flooding. Flooding, flooding, flooding. Again, while the Midwest may not have a super high tornado threat over the next few days, damaging winds, but especially flooding. Very concerning. Again, this is one of the biggest flooding events that even for the Midwest they've seen in years. Again, in the Arkansas, Oklahoma area, I mean, this is one of the biggest flooding events in recorded history. But even for the Midwest, this is a huge flooding threat. We've got flood watches all the way from Pittsburgh back to St. Louis. We've got, considerable flash flood warnings. We've got reports of streets being overflowed. I mean, it is quite significant out there. And again, it's only going to get worse as more of these events pile on more rainfall in these areas. What's up, Gooseman?
In Houston, you guys should be good, random Texan guy. I don't think we're gonna be seeing any severe storms today.
Yeah, Houston's gonna be fine.
But you guys should be good. I don't know who was saying you guys are gonna see severe storms, but
Houston may
it
have to
should
watch
be
out
okay.
tomorrow for some wind, but outside of that, Houston's fine. Hearing some thunder out my back window.
Oh yeah, that is Freddie's dad, William. That's John McKinney. Him and Dad are chasing together.
Do I expect warnings in Indiana? What do you mean? Like, do you mean tornado warnings or just warnings in general? Again, guys, what's crazy is that NATOcast has a 30% hatch tornado risk, which already would be pretty wild. But get this, it's not over Arkansas, it's not over Texas, it's not even over Oklahoma. It is going out for sections of southeastern Missouri and southern Illinois, an area which is in the enhanced risk from the Storm Prediction Center. So, again, NATOcast sometimes doesn't take storm mode into account the best, but just the fact that that is there at all is crazy and concerns me, because if we end up seeing something more intense in southeastern Missouri than what we've just been seeing in Texas recently, over the past few hours, we are in for a long night of devastating tornadoes. I will like to point out, by the way, we're starting to get slightly better radar coverage here on our PDS tornado warning in northeastern Texas, and it's very clear that we still have some strong and tight rotation there over the Lafayette area. So if you're in this region, you need to stay in your safe spot. Again, this is going to be approaching Dangerfield as well.
Yeah.
New tornado warning as well for sections of southwestern Arkansas. This is for Nashville, Arkansas. If you're in this area, seek shelter. Again, we got some rotation there right southwest of Winthrop. Hardly noticeable on radar, but it is there. So if you're in this area, we need you to seek shelter.
Yep. Dominic is through the OBS streaming software, because we're on a Discord call. It picks up my desktop audio too, so that's how you're able to hear him.
But again, we're awaiting more reports here from damage in Texas. Because again, we really don't know that much yet. Again, a lot of videos of the actual tornado. Not a lot of damage being reported. But we know there was very significant damage, because, again, we had that crazy debris signature on the radar. Again, that was the most significant debris signature we've seen in Texas in a long time. So, new radar scan for our northeast Oklahoma / northwest Arkansas radar. Again, still giving us a view there of some definite rotation near the Foreman, Arkansas area. So if you're in this region, we need you to stay in your safe spot, preferably underground. And again, our PDS tornado warning in Texas, still rotation there off to the southwest of Lone Star. Again, quite broad and a lot weaker at this point, but
Yep. Dominic, I'll probably end up doing a stream to show you guys how to use that at some point, but I was gonna do it today actually, but we have storms. At least that's what I was planning on last week.
yeah, we could talk about NATOcast outlook for tomorrow because it is quite wild. Again, NATOcast does usually overshoot the SBC's outlook, but for tomorrow's event, it has a very large 15% hatch tornado threat for sections of Dixie Alley, going all the way from northwest Louisiana back into Middle Tennessee there. So NATOcast has the idea that some very significant tornadoes could be possible tomorrow, but again, it fails to take into account certain things like storm mode, so we will see. A couple of strong tornadoes definitely can't be ruled out whatsoever. Personally, I think the hot spot is going to be like central Mississippi, right around the north of Jackson area. But
That is so unfortunate. The storm that Freddie and Storm SRM and like Connor all left just went tornado warning.
there we go. That's crazy.
I didn't notice that.
I wonder why they ditched it.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't going into a good environment. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty stacked there. I guess just not great road networks out here, maybe it. Because if you zoom in specifically, there's really not a lot of options to go through, and you don't want to get stuck on the wrong road with a supercell like that, with all that hail.
Oh yeah, definitely true that. Lots of dirt roads, but
Yeah.
we know from experience, cannot trust those.
Don't want to do that. A lot of those dirt roads probably don't even exist anymore. Because,
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's a true statement. Northeast Alabama.
lapse rates aren't the best over there. I mean,
Yeah,
we can work with them, and I don't know. I guess it's just such a discreet supercell that I'm surprised they're leaving it that early. But yeah, you may be right. I guess lapse rates. Let's check them out.
That's funny, Pete. I'm like, we weren't looking at any crazy lapse rates today, anyways. Let's go to the mesoscale convective. At least from what I saw.
Can the European give us lapse rates on Omega? Nope.
Europeans cooked. Yeah.
It goes around on Twitter. Tornado Nerd. By the way, our supercell near Conway just received a brand new tornado warning. So if you're in this area, we need you to seek shelter immediately. Again, we've been calling out these Arkansas storms here, so you should be prepared between Conway and Morrilton and I-40. You need to be getting off and seeking shelter immediately. Again, this is also going to be approaching Wooster and Greenbrier in central Arkansas.
Dave, let's look at the Discord screenshot I just sent you. Very, very low level lapse rates on that storm cell.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, that is pretty crappy.
So I understand why they left that. New severe warning, actually for that tornado windstorm, that includes Doniphan and Naylor here in southeastern Missouri. Make sure you guys are getting indoors, staying away from windows. Main threat's going to be quarter-sized hail, some strong wind gusts, and that tornado possible tag. So we'll keep an eye on that.
By the way, 10E Pearl with the $10 donation. W10 in the chat. Fire.
W10.
Howdy
Yo.
from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Yeah, so Bowling Green, Kentucky. Again, if nothing else, you got to watch out for a pretty significant flood threat out there. But thank you so much for that $10 donation. That is greatly appreciated. Again, that's awesome. And again, that's another person that is very consistent and always incredibly supportive of the streams. So thank you so much. Huge shout out to
That's
Tim
hilarious,
Pearl.
Pete. That's a great way to heat your room while doing something. Two productive things in one.
Oh, wow, yeah, Gooseman's right. We just got an extension for that PDS tornado warning there. They still have it at a radar-confirmed
Wow.
PDS tornado. Let's
Okay.
check CC, I guess.
I don't know if that CC dropped, though.
Yeah. Oh, a scan ago it looks somewhat convincing, but I don't know. Either way, if you are in Marietta, Douglasville, or Omaha, Texas, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This is a PDS tornado warning. Very significant supercell there. We also have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Missouri. That is going out for areas southeast of Springfield. This is for the Highway 160 corridor for Ava. So if you're in that area, make sure you're moving indoors. Again, I'm getting ready to get hit here in Illinois. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Goose, man. I don't know. I don't know how they're radar confirming that still, but I guess better to play it safe than sorry.
For real. Especially on a day like this.
It's crazy we have 7 tornado warnings and only 4 severe thunderstorm warnings.
That's crazy.
I will say rotation is re-intensifying there. You can see that Hook Echo's making a comeback. So if you're in Lone Star, you need to be in your safe spot immediately because this rotation is moving right over the Lone Star area as we speak. We'll wait to see if a more clear debris signature pops up.
Yeah, do not walk or run to your safe spot because you guys have, if there is a tornado on the ground, you guys have seconds before that's hitting you. Wow, look, Vince has a beautiful structure. Oh, he moved his camera. It's okay. Wow. Ooh, big time lightning right there.
So new CC scan. Still somewhat confused here.
I don't know if that's. I don't think that's a CC drop.
Yeah, it doesn't really line up. I mean, either way.
Pete, go ahead. I kind of want to see that.
Holy crap! This velocity scan was cooked. That is so weird. I've never seen that glitch on radar. But anyway, I mean, I don't know. That was supposedly there's still a radar confirmed tornado here, so obviously you should trust the National Weather Service over us and be in your safe spot now if you are in this PDS tornado warning here. And again, either way, guys, this storm could spin up a tornado any second if it's not already happening. It's starting to get its acts back together here, and it's very concerning looking for Dangerfield and Marietta, so you need to be in your safe spot. But
Davis, is there a background noise, like a buzzing sound? Or is it fine?
On your stream?
No, just like on Discord.
I can't hear it.
Okay. My mom's vacuuming. I was just making sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Again, W. Allen for the $75 donut. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, seriously, W. Allen.
Thank you so
this
much,
is really
dude.
cool.
And again, thank you for doing it through PayPal, because believe it or not, a $75 donation on PayPal is better than a $150 donation through YouTube. I get way more of that money back, so thank you so much. Have family in Central Illinois. You're originally from Normal. Okay, so you're in the Bloomington area there. Yeah, that area should be fine. It's quite a ways north of where we're watching, even really for just a flooding threat. So that area should be just A-okay.
That is really cool, Pete. That's sick.
We do have a new tornado warning back in Arkansas for Fairfield Bay. This is for another little discrete supercell here. If you're in this area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Not too intense yet, but we'll wait.
Oh yeah, 100%, William. PayPal is the way to go. They take less money from your donations, and in my opinion, it's probably easier, I guess, if you have a PayPal account.
Yeah.
And you get paid quicker.
Yeah, like the PayPal, like I just transferred it instantly. Like it's so much more convenient. Again, obviously
Wow,
all
this thing might touch down.
obviously all donations are
Our
appreciated though.
velocity in our Lone Star storm is looking kind of concerning with the new scan. It's tightening up here.
Yeah, that is pretty nasty. Again, no debris signature yet, but honestly, I'd be pretty shocked if we did see one because we're quite far away from radar.
True that.
We
They must be really confident with this continuing that PDS, but
Yeah, we're about 65 miles away from the radar. So, looking about 10,000 feet up into the atmosphere on CC, I believe. So, it'd have to be quite a strong tornado for us to see a debris signature there like the past few ones have been. I'm going to go and use the restroom real quick. I will be back in like 2 minutes, chat. So, give me just a second here. Say hi to Jesse.
yay! I'm taking over Davis's stream. Let's go. I'm just kidding. What is up, Davis's stream? What is up, guys? Oh, my dogs are barking. One second, Davis's stream. My bad. My dogs are going insane right now.
Alrighty, I'm back. By the way, guys, I will be getting a haircut tomorrow. So the next time you see me, I will not have this terribly shaggy look.
Davis, get a low taper fringe, dude. Trust.
Low taper fringe? What is that?
It's the haircut that Levi has.
Oh.
I swear you'll look like James Pettis. Like, I don't know why I feel like you'll.
Well,
that
it's
you look like James Pettis.
it's bad because I wear glasses and it's like a headphone dent. My hair grows around my glasses, so it creates this stupid,
Oh.
like these dumb, like what is this? Like it like sticks. Oh, it's over here. It like sticks out, like crazy.
That's really funny. Oh my gosh, my dogs are going insane.
Again, I know I never wear my glasses on stream, but that's just because of glare. But I have to wear my glasses every day. Like, I am pretty blind without them, honestly. But anyway. Don't pull a max. No, I will not be pulling a max. No, I'm kidding. I love max. You know what, though? I got like 1,000 views off that video, so Loki, worth it. Yeah, 550, 100 likes. By the way, chat, make sure to like up the stream if you've not already. Again, these past few days have not been super active in terms of engagement. That's just, I understand. It's obviously everybody is live for these events, right? But just know we're going to be here for, even the smaller ones, so make sure to click that sub button and also go subscribe to Jesse because he's been going live just as much as we have over here. Same thing with Mr. Storm. So,
Aloha.
aloha. I was just giving you a shout out.
Oh, thank you.
No, you're good,
Guys,
Tim.
shout out to Davis. I'm just kidding.
But also go subscribe. Go subscribe to the main. How do I say this? Go subscribe to Levi SWX if you haven't already. But also go subscribe to Levi WX1 because he actually made the thumbnail for this stream. We're trying to get him to 170 subs. He's only 3 away. So if you could go click that sub button, I know that'd make him really happy.
Oh, we got that, chat.
Jordan might have had a tornado with a power flash. Is he on our PDS storm? Yeah, this looks pretty intense.
Definitely could.
What? Gargantuan lizards are invading central Illinois. Okay. Dude, thank you so much, Mr. Twister. Bro is chucking out those links so fast. Holy crap, that was big thunder. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pretty shocked if I'm not under a flash flood warning by the end of the night.
Yeah, this is about to get slab shot.
For anybody wondering why I haven't posted my most recent tornado warning / tornado video, the footage that I got, it is because I am waiting for this flooding event to be over so I can just do one big video for flooding and a tornado threat. By the way, again, very clear, significant rotation northeast of Lone Star, Texas. If you're in this area, you need to be in your safe spot. Again, we are talking about gate-to-gate shear at 120 miles an hour. So,
wow.
Again,
oh yeah, big uptrend with the new scan too.
This will be approaching Hughes Springs and Crossroads Community Century. So seek shelter. Again, very significant tornado on the ground there, likely. And if not,
you're in Marietta too.
Be on the ground very soon here.
To be heading your way. This stays on the ground for a little bit.
Again, guys, I wish I could full screen the chasers, but OBS is being dumb, so I can't, unfortunately.
We're
gonna change this to red. Actually, we'll change it to pink because this is a PDS warning.
Dude, if we had better lapse rates and better mid-level shear, dude.
Oh, I'm stupid. It is working.
Storms would be going insane.
By the way, Jesse, somebody said a warm view's back up.
Oh yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
I told you guys like 13 times.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I think I was texting you guys while the instant FaceTime call was going on.
Bro, everybody be praying for Mr. Storm. He's trying to riz. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did he end up saying yes or no, or is he backing off?
I don't know, bro. But yeah. Everyone gets a shout out, yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan off stream, you might have a
Oh yeah, guys.
Sorry, what are you saying?
I'm gonna go show you guys my birthday present real quick. Well, nothing's happening. I'll be right back, chat.
Oh wow, yeah. He's got a low ring there. Oh my goodness. Again, strong and tight rotation approaching Lamont, Texas, in Hughes Springs. Again, definitely a concerning look here. Again, this is a nasty looking storm. So if you're in this area, we need you to be in your safe spot immediately. What is up with the Lizard Man lore?
Lizard Man, what?
Everybody keeps saying the lizards are coming.
Oh no. What? Alright, I'm gonna go on Deafin real quick.
Alright. We do have a new tornado warning, by the way, guys. That is going out for portions of Highway 71 in northwestern Arkansas. This is west of Waldron. If you're in this area, you need to be in your safe spot. Rotation just south of Brawley. Broad rotation, but you need to be in your safe spot. Again, I am very concerned about our rotation over Lone Star. Very intense, very tight, very strong. The Mets won today, so Mr. Storm should be happy. He should. He should be on top of the world, bro. You know it, Pete. What do we got going on here? Hard to say, but we may have just had a brief tornado near Hughes Springs. Whoops. Again, it's not confirmed, but something went down there on the CC. Again, that doesn't guarantee that it was debris, but it's certainly possible. Again, this storm is trying so unbelievably hard. Actually, it didn't really line up that well. It's likely not a CC drop, but... Chat, let's see if we can hit 50 likes this stream. We are currently at 30. I'm going to get another look at Jordan's stream, because he's got by far the best view of this storm out of any of the chasers right now. So, I am going to take a brief moment away from the stream. I'm going to go make myself a pizza. It'll be, 5 minutes max. But we're going to stay zoomed in here. You know what? We'll actually full screen a chaser. That's what we'll do. We're going to close radar so it's a little less laggy as well. Again, I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. I won't be shocked if Jesse comes back in that time. So if he does come back, let him know I'm AFK. But, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. So here is a live look at Stormwater Media. They're definitely not in Oklahoma. Wait. This is not Stormwater Media.
Guess who's back?
This is Freddy. Did I even have a stream?
Freddy.
Anyway, guys, I will be back in like 3 or 4 minutes. Jesse, if you could keep stream entertained, that would be great.
I got you. Let me pull up your chat next to my chat so I can talk to all of them.
I'll be right back, boys.
Alright, guys. We do streaming a little different around here. You do not talk unless I speak to you. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say anything. What is going on? Our pizza gonna love. What is Davis's chat? What is going on in here, guys? Guys, should we prank Davis? Yes or no? Oh. Do not speak unless spoken to. Southwest Pizza, if you keep spamming, you gotta give me 50 push-ups, dude. What does Davis's stream come to, chat? Jesse laying down the law for real. Sorry. Also, chat, sorry if there's like a buzzing noise that's like insane. There's a vacuum ongoing downstairs. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get rid of everybody who doesn't want to work in this in this stream. I'm gonna make you guys all want to quit your job as a moderator. By the way, guys, new severe warning here for South Central Missouri, for Gainesville, for quarter size down 6 mile per hour winds. So make sure you guys get indoors, stay away from windows. Everyone's spam hashtag going to Jesse's stream. Yes, that's what we should prank him with. Okay. LeBron James. Guys, we can't be leaving Davis's stream. He's gonna be so mad that I lost all his viewers. What is up, Kid Storm Covers? Looking at the stream, dude. Thanks for joining. Yeah, main area of concern though is that tornado, PDS tornado warning. Still PDS, wow. I'm surprised they kept that PDS tag on there for this long. Still no CC drop of any kind, but this could touch on any minute. This is going just past Hughes Spring right now, up towards Crossroads Community Center in Midway area. So this is just a wide-angled lens, 24 to 50f. I think it's a nice old wide-angled lens, so that I may be able to kind of capture storm structure. But who are the lizard men, and why are you going to Germans?
I have returned.
Davis, get your chat under control. Oh my goodness.
What happened?
They're insane. I joined. Oh, love our pizza. Gonna love our pizza.
You're gonna
And
love
lizard
our
people.
pizza. That is hilarious that you say that because I literally just learned what that meme was like 2 days ago. 20 to nerd.
I don't know what that meme is.
By the way, I'm just if it's
How
okay
loving
with you, I'm
pizza.
just gonna keep calling you Tornado Nerd because it's a lot easier to say. But if you want me to call you the other thing, that's fine. You're eternally Tornado
Welcome back,
Nerd.
Leon. Dude, if you want to go to sleep, you're fine, Leon. It's really late for you. Got two UK people in my chat now.
So have we confirmed anything with our Lone Star Storm?
Nope.
Can I be honest with y'all? I'm probably gonna start to get some footage here pretty soon. I'm also eating some supper pretty soon, but if you want me to call you Southwest Mississippi WX, I will. Hey, it's up to you, dude.
Hamburger.
Call you Hamburger? Okay, Hamburger.
Lerve pizza. Dude, I want some pizza from like Italy. So bad. That's got to be good.
Oh, can somebody put
It's
the
like a
links in the chat for here? You know how I'll do it. Mr. Twister's already done it. It's I need to actually do some work on my stream. We'll do
It's like funny.
Jesse's.
Oh, I love this
Oh,
camera.
did you guys see that? Holy crap! There was just the craziest
Wow.
cloud to ground lightning outside my window.
Really?
There's
Hey,
the
dude, if you wanna
thunder.
go get footage.
Oh my gosh, that was loud.
Hey, nothing like me almost dying, bro.
It's crazy. Oh, PDS
Yo,
warning
look
has
at
been
your
dropped,
soccer
by the way.
Leon.
PDS warning's been dropped.
I don't. Okay, I don't know why they kept it for that long.
We do have a new tornado warning in Arkansas, though. This is an extension for our storm near Mountain View. So if you're in this area, seek shelter. Some broad rotation north of Fairfield Bay. I'll be honest with you guys, we're probably going to call it quits here on my stream, and then I'll come back later tonight. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. We were live for about an hour and a half, I believe. Tornado warning just issued south of you. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I will get back to you on that, Mr. Twister. That's actually a really good idea. I didn't even know what a hyperlink was, but what's up, Storm Chaser 575? But yeah, peace out, Pete. Peace out, Storm Chaser 575. Southwest Hamburger, Gooseman, Tristan. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will be back later tonight whenever things kick up in the mid-Mississippi Valley. Peace out.
Sounds good.